The film opens in a future Paris with scenes establishing the kidnapping of 22-year-old scientist Ilona Tassieff, who works for the megacorporation Avalon. The focus transitions to police captain Barthélemy Carras, as he diffuses a hostage situation by killing the hostage takers. Afterwards, Carras is given the job of solving the mystery surrounding Ilona's disappearance. Carras begins by contacting Dr. Jonas Muller, a former Avalon scientist familiar with her. Muller had been working to cure progeria, a genetic condition which affected his brother. Muller worked for Avalon as their top scientist but left after he failed to find a cure and his brother died. He took up new work at a free clinic. Muller tells Carras that no one ever leaves Avalon, throwing the corporation under suspicion. Carras visits Paul Dellenbach, one of Avalon's source, and questions him about Ilona. On suggesting he may have been sleeping with her, Dellenbach replies, "I sleep with my wife, I sleep with my secretary. I even sleep with my sister-in-law, but I would never sleep with one of my researchers." After following a series of dead ends, Control tells Carras they are tailing Ilona's car through Paris. Eventually he captures the driver after a chase which ends at the Eiffel Tower. The man turns out to be a henchman of Farfalla, an Arab Muslim mobster and a childhood friend of Carras. The police captain returns the criminal to Farfalla, who in return gives him security footage of Ilona's kidnapping. It shows her car being stolen by an incredibly old man. Carras asks Ilona's sister, Ghislaine, who works for Avalon, to break into the company's archives to discover what Muller was researching. Ghislaine discovers that a Dr. Nakata worked with Muller in a quest to find a cure for progeria. But they destroyed all evidence of their work when some of the children they were testing on started to mutate. Carras and Ghislaine then escape because accessing the closed file has alerted Avalon security. Later, Carras opens up to Ghislaine and tells her that he and Farfalla were raised in the Casbah where they worked with gangs. After a drug run went wrong, they ended up in a holding cell. Farfalla escaped, but Carras was left to the mercy of the other gang. Carras puts Ghislaine under false arrest to protect her from Avalon. Meanwhile, Ilona is shown confined in a cyber ball which is being controlled by the old man. Eventually, Carras tracks down Muller. He explains that he took Ilona because through her research she has discovered the secret to eternal life, as he himself did 40 years ago. But knowing what the consequences would be if Avalon acquired such knowledge, he kidnapped her. Carras tries to encourage the old scientist to hand himself in, but Muller is mistakenly shot by a police marksman. Carras then deduces that the mysterious old man is Muller's younger brother, now immortal but trapped in an elderly body. Carras calls on Farfalla, who hides Ghislaine from Avalon while also getting a fake passport for Ilona. However, the mega corporation's security are also closing in on the Parisian sewer where Ilona is being held captive. After a short battle, Carras is mortally wounded rescuing Ilona. However, she refuses to take the fake passport to start a new life. Instead, she tells Carras she wants immortality by giving her discovery to Avalon. Reluctantly, Carras shoots her in the back as she walks back towards Avalon security. CEO Dellenbach watches all this happen through a live feed from one of his men's helmet camera. As Carras lies dying, he imagines himself apologizing to Ghislaine for killing her sister, for which she forgives him. The film closes with Muller's little brother living as a tramp, throwing his picture of him and his brother into a burning bin. The final scene shows an advert for Avalon with an old woman becoming young again saying, "With Avalon, I know I'm beautiful and I'm going to stay that way."